Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting, and it's Paydirt Championship time, where I'm going to be battling 16 Paydirt sellers against each other to see which seller reigns supreme. Now, I had my secret shopper pick up a 1 gram bag from each of these 16 sellers, and they're going to be battling it out in the quarterfinals. Part 1 will be this video, and Part 2 next month, where in each one of these videos, we're going to be going through 8 bags of Paydirt to find out what the ROI is. We're not going to be looking at packaging, customer service and shipping, or even the fun factor. It's only strictly going to be about the ROI. And the top 8 ROIs will move on to the semifinals, where then they'll battle each other against each other to move on to the finals. Top 4 teams will make the finals, and then they'll battle till the top 2 go to the championship. And then one seller will be declared the 2023 Paydirt champion. But again, for this video, we're going to be going through 8 bags of Paydirt in part 1 of the quarterfinals. And then next month, we'll be going through part 2, where we'll be checking out the final 8 bags. So let's just go to the overhead and see which 8 bags of Paydirt will be in today's battle. So here we go. Here are the 8 bags of Paydirt that will be in part 1 of the quarterfinals. Next month, we'll be doing part 2, where there'll be a different 8 bags from 8 different sellers. But for this video, these are the 8 bags of Paydirt to go through. Now, while all 8 of these were ordered on the exact same day, in fact, the 8 in next month's were ordered on the same day as these 8, they all have the exact same gold spot, but they have different costs. Each one of these costs a different amount of money, and we're going to go through each one of these. I'll tell you what the cost was, as well as what the minimum ROI was on these bags of Paydirt. So first up, we have the Bering Sea Paydirt. Its total cost was $90.41, and it had a minimum ROI of 68.33%. Then we had the Better Pans Paydirt at a total cost of $89.99 with a minimum ROI of 68.65%. We move on to the Black Mass Paydirts that had a total cost of $90, minimum ROI 68.64%. Next up, we have Gold Bay, and this one I have to put a slight disclaimer on. At the end, I will be calculating the ROI based off of its normal price of $80.47. But when my secret shopper ordered this bag of Paydirt, it was actually on a phenomenal sale for $61.50 with free shipping. Dave was moving some stuff around on his website. He was trying to do some clear out, and it was guaranteed a minimum ROI of 100.46%. If it would have been normal price, its ROI would have been 76.77%. Then we have Gold Nugget Sales Coyote Creek Bag, which costs $75.90 with a guaranteed minimum ROI of 81.40%. And then we have a bag from Irwin's Paydirt. Its total cost was $82 with a minimum ROI of 75.34%. Prospecting Gear, an Indiana Paydirt seller, had a cost of $82.20, including shipping, and a minimum ROI of 75.16%. And lastly, RJ's Paydirt with a total cost of $80 and a minimum ROI of 77.23%. So the lowest ROI I should get is 68.33%, and that's from the Bering Sea Paydirt, while the absolute best minimum was Gold Bay's at a 100.46% if you go by the sale price. If you don't go by the sale price, then Gold Nugget Sales had the highest minimum ROI at 81.40%. But as you all know, that's just the minimum. Some sellers put in extra gold. Some of these sellers, I might find exactly 1 gram of gold, but some of them I might find more. And that's going to be the real key. Otherwise, I could just do the math on a calculator and declare a champion. It's because sellers add that little extra amount of gold that brings them and makes them a better Paydirt seller. But the only way to find out is to pan it out. So I'm going to go set up some water, and we're going to pan out all 8 of these bags of Paydirt. I'm not going to classify them or do anything else because we only want to pull the gold out. I'm probably not going to replace the water after each seller, but I might if it gets too dirty. Now, if this is the short version, it's not going to actually show any of the panning. I'm just going to skip to showing you the gold I found from each bag. If you want the extended version, you can go up here and I'll have a link to the extended version up here and you can watch the one with the panning. So depending on which video you're watching, either you'll be watching some panning or we're just going to get right to the gold.
Mountain gold, mountain gold, mountain gold, mountain gold. Gotta get that mountain gold. Wild ones, they guard the land, they're hunting by. Mountain gold, mountain gold, mountain gold, mountain gold. Gotta get that mountain.
behind. Getting a talk from a guy named Fang about what happens if I fall in. He's got hair to his waist and he smells like mud, so I don't know if I can believe him. All forward through this crazy town, ready or not, here we come. Tension built with every stroke, heart beats like a drum. There's a smile in the eye, something that looks like adventure. Welcome to the river. Nothing like a summer's day and the water at the edge of the shore. Eyes wide, take it all in. What more could you ask for? There's a river goddess steering this boat. She'll break a heart by the end of the run. And dump us in, and here we go. We'll have a story before we're done. All forward through this crazy town, ready or not, here we come. Tension built with every stroke, heart beats like a drum. There's a smile in the eye, something that looks like adventure. Welcome to the river. Dig deep, howl at the moon. Look right in the eye of the tiger. The 10 lines, tattoos that look like adventure. Welcome to the river.
Off the ridge where the creeks are running, where the moss is growing, where the trees are. Trying to find the veins of life. Just give me a sign that I'm on that line. Twisted through the shaded woods, and not a better treasure than the forest wood. Hear the trumpets calling for you. Gotta get that mountain gold, mountain gold, mountain gold, mountain gold. Mountain gold, gotta get that mountain gold.
Well, finish panning everything out as you saw. Well, unless you're watching the short version, and then you'll just have to take my word for it. But right after this video, I will be releasing the extended version with the panning, so you can go watch the panning then. Now, I panned out each bag multiple times just to make sure I didn't miss any gold. And let's start weighing it up, and we're going to start with the Bering Sea Paydirt. This one was guaranteed 1 gram. All of these were guaranteed 1 gram except for the prospecting gear. It says approximately 1 gram. And there we go, 1.005 for the Bering Sea Paydirt. And now we'll do the Better Pans Paydirt. .020 grams. Black mass Paydyrts. 1.210. Much better than just the 1 gram guaranteed. Gold Bay. 1.095. Gold nugget sales. One point zero, well, 1.050. Irwin's Paydirt. $1.150. Prospecting gear. $0.925. I have to say that's a little disappointing. They don't guarantee a gram, they state about a gram. I've reviewed them before and I've always got over a gram, or I've always got over the about that they guarantee. But I guess not in this case. I will say I did find 3 tiny little pieces of crystalline silver in this bag, and I don't know if it just got mixed up in a vial or something, or this was just the about 1 gram. And lastly, RJ's Paydirt. Pretty new company. Reviewed them once, not too long ago. Enjoyed them. $1.020. And now I'm going to go crunch some numbers, and we're going to be right back to find out what the ROIs were on each one of these bags. All right, finished calculating my ROIs, and I didn't write up any reviews on any of these bags of Paydirt because, like I said, for these quarterfinals, the only thing that will get them through to the semifinals is the ROI. So I did finish calculating my ROIs, and let's start going through them. Now, the gold spot for every one of these bags, because they were all ordered at the same time, was $61.78. The first bag I went through was Bering Sea Paydirt at a cost of $82.42 plus $7.99 shipping for a grand total of $90.41. The gold I recovered of 1.005 grams had a total value of $62.09, giving me a final ROI of 68.68%. Then we went through a bag of Better Pans Paydirt, again 1 gram bag. Its cost was $89.99 with free shipping, so total cost $89.99. I recovered 1.020 grams, worth a value of $63.02, giving me an ROI of 70.03%. And I do like that it was over 70%. I think that's a minimum for 1 gram bags. Black Mass Paydirts, cost of $90. Shipping was free, so total cost $90. And I found a whopping 1.210 grams. That was the most I found out of any of these 8 bags, with a value of $74.75, giving it an ROI of 83.06%. And that's so much higher than the guaranteed minimum. The guaranteed minimum on this bag was only 68.64%. So that one really jumped up a bunch. And I'll be curious if they make it through to the next round. Then we have Gold Bay. Now, Gold Bay, as I stated earlier in the disclaimer, when my secret shopper purchased this, it was a 1-day flash sale. It didn't even last a full day, and it was $61.50, but I calculated what the price was right before and right after, and that was $76.90. The Paydirt was $67.95, and shipping was $8.95 for a grand total of $76.90. And that's the ROI we're going to be basing this bag off of. While my secret shopper did get it on a flash sale, it's not a normal sale. I haven't seen a sale that low in as long as I can remember. So we're going to be going with the $76.90 price. Now, I recovered 1.095 grams out of that bag, giving a value of $67.65, giving me an ROI of 87.9%. for this. In actuality, I actually got a 110% ROI, but for this battle, we're going to calculate it as 87.97%, and I think they're going to end up making it through to the semifinals. Gold Nugget sales had a cost of $66.95. Shipping and handling was $8.95 for a grand total of $75.90. I recovered 1.050 grams of gold out of this, making gold worth $64.87 and an ROI of 85.47%. Irwin's Paydirt had a cost of $82 with free shipping, so grand total $82. I recovered 1.150 grams worth $71.05, making the ROI on that bag 86.65%. A really high ROI, and pretty excited about that one. Prospecting gear, $75. Shipping and handling was $7.20 for a total cost of $82.20. Sadly, I only recovered 0.925 grams worth $57.15, giving me an ROI of 69.53%. I don't think they're going to make it through to the semifinals with the ROI like that. And lastly, went through RJ's Paydirt with a cost of $80, free shipping, total cost $80. I recovered 1.020 grams worth $63.02, giving me an ROI of 78.78%. And that's a really good ROI, but I don't think they're going to make it. We ended up with 4 bags of Paydirt with an over 80% ROI. And again, we won't know if any of these bags make it through until next month when I go through the next 8 bags of Paydirt, because all of their ROIs might end up being higher than all of these ROIs. I don't think so, but we do have 3 that were guaranteed a minimum 80% ROI or above, and that was Vendetta Prospecting, Bill's Dirt, and Big Texas Prospecting. So it's going to be pretty interesting next month when we get those bags and mix them up with these bags to see who had the top ROIs. But leave a comment below on which bags you think won't make it through to the semifinals and which ones you do out of these 8. I think some of these are pretty much a shoe-in, like Gold Bay. I think Black Mass made it. I think all the ones with an over 80% are pretty much going to get in. And if they don't, it's going to be really surprising. It'll just mean that we're getting a lot of Paydirts with an over 80% ROI, and that's actually really good. Now again, next month I will have part 2 of this championship where we will find out which 8 sellers will move on to the semifinals to compete. So thanks for watching, happy panning, and if you're not already a subscriber, think about hitting that subscribe button below.